the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Brock Purdy.
After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season.
It's the 49ers and the Lions under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends.
For long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway on a Monday night. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their ninth-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Play action. It's Goff. Wright's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down. You look at this Niner defense, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them.
That's caught inside the 20, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. "7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his third NFL season now out of Iowa State.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won, and one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made here at the 36. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. The Niners at 12-3 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy now to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or a wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, McCaffrey. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Purdy. Touchdown! Aaron Solder from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. Goff now to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. In motion goes the tight end. Now Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
About 3 yards there to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, a short pass here taken in by Laporta. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Niners offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Purdy sets up to throw again. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. On 4th down, here's Purdy. Flushed out right. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From his goal line here, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing again is Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Purdy from the gun. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Moody for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Gone. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. That's complete to Laporta. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. Russell Wilson, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. C.J. Stroud, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Caleb Williams, 4 touchdown passes.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That stop made by Jack Campbell. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Flush to his right. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Lions' 27-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. but what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point try now for Moody. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's
breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. The sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Goff. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 73 yards. And the Niners have taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Now Moody for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. At about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a short pass here taken in by Laporta. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off
Still
the 5
down.
and keep it moving.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
They'll try again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Niners are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Moody.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He's got right on the short throw.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd down in the yard.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Goff. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
In motion left goes a tight end. Now a play fake, and it's gone.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Escaping a tackler at the 25.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Purdy
eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to McCaffrey. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here's Purdy.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:39 to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Goff now looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Goff.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Looking deep for Jennings. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So it's a win for the Niners here, and it was thanks in part to the play of their 3rd-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really had this offense firing on all cylinders, so let's count up some of the numbers. He went for well over 300 yards in the air, had 4 touchdown passes, and was clearly prepared for this one, and executed the game plan to perfection.
So for the 49ers,
they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.